Hello, I'm Matthew Catanzano, and you've tuned into the Matthew Catanzano Fiction Pod. My cell phone at 206-427-4109, or email me at mcatanzano88@gmail.com. Here are a couple poems. The first one's called Singer, and maybe I'll talk about it after. I'm not sure, but I'll definitely talk about the second one. So, here, listen to this. Great. She may not talk to me again. I'll have to make do with stolen melodies she had made, songs that she had not intended for me. My naivety and melancholic catastrophizing disposition set me up to be blindsided by the ice pick gliding, thrown by Anti-Cupid, an expert marksman who shot hairpins through heart that if removed would cause a bleed out. A heart shatter. Caitlin loved me a long time ago. She left, then came right back again. 'Twas just the same old story. But I wasn't used to it. I was just a crazy twerp back then. I could not believe she had even walked through the door. She came back for me. Even if it was just to say goodbye. With her giant smile, Caitlin started to greet me as soon as she peered at me, about 25 feet or more from arriving. Excitedly, she ran up in her little red pants. Her leopard skin jacket arms wrapped around my neck, and for a moment she rested her head on my chest as if a journey had finally ended at the place of my stunned statue. She looked good. Her clothes were simply outrageous and terrible, as usual, and as usual, she looked simply fantastic in them. She didn't have much time for the chat, just a second for a quick hug, and then it was her cue for the stage. I had felt a sweet sickening, like a 9-year-old the morning after Halloween. Caitlin made her way through the people to approach the stage, and even up until she reached the microphone, there had been chatter. Caitlin took the stage, and I think maybe the lights had dimmed a bit, or that maybe the enchantment she had cast over our memories made everything else fade away. At her first note, the audience's breath she had snatched. I looked around at them and realized that I was far from the only one she had enchanted. She didn't look a day over 26, though she was well older than that. The harshness in her voice would indicate at least 70 years of smoking. Her tone was dry, and her wailing, passionate song captured the repressed rage that all great music reflected and purged us of. I stared up at her, taking her in, and it wasn't the first time that I found myself in disbelief that she and I were friends, that we were really in the habit of greeting one another. My male peers envied me. They probably imagined an incredible amount of sex, but that's neither here nor there. The smoke of her song wraps around them. They breathe it in, and it intoxicates them. A sickly smile infection breaks out. I want to run for it before her song is finished, before the act is through, while their attentions are focused elsewhere. I want to go back home, imitate a sloth for a few weeks. As she starts a-shaking, her large hips very cool. When we watch her as she dances slowly, it makes us forget we were even born. And to the majority, the spirit that she keeps alive will leave them when she leaves the stage, which must be a glass chip off of her heart, and everyone's. She is hopelessly limited as to what can be transferred. They wanted to see her jaw tight, see her sickly smile a while, so they could tighten their shoulders with confidence, knowledge that everything is in its proper place. I would like to make you hurt, woman, so that for once you could understand my pure love for you. Though truly I wouldn't wish the knowledge of real love on any person, especially the ones I do love. I know that I could take you and own you if I wanted, leaving us both dreamless and rusted. Whether or not we allow each other our individual semi-paradises, whether or not we possess each other like doll forms in a glass case, both of us pleading, only seeing image, we will never be able to set each other free and never conceive of the tyranny which we inflict. I could take you. You could take me. But it would be the death of us. You will always have accidental control of me, and God damn it, I sincerely hope it doesn't go both ways. It is impossible for me to die without you. You are already here, inside my prison of a heart. If you still think about me, don't. You better not love me. Because I love you.
Well, and, yeah, I'm not going to say much about that one. To do so would not be good. This next one I do want to talk about because, I gotta say, I don't really like it. And maybe you can probably hear that in the way I've recorded it. But a lot of people do, and sometimes I do like it. Today I definitely don't like it. And I'm not sure why or what the rhyme or reason is, but sometimes I really feel this poem, and I really, but I wasn't feeling that today, and I wasn't feeling it when I recorded it, so maybe, I wasn't really sure if I should even show it, but anyways, this will be interesting at least. Smiles, cobwebs, elderly workers I love. Lonely, happy people I love. I love being teased, being trapped, being strapped down over and over again. I love being raped and tricking people into smothering the grime on my fingers. I love licking assholes, so long as they are clean. I love window panes, nose holes, gutters. I love hurt, I love my friends more and more every day. I love the blues playing in the car while I stare at the fields, thinking only of all of you. I love the sex of it, the carbonation reality. Sprinkle a little salt and pepper and I know no one loves me. I love addiction, I'm not addicted but I go through the motions. I can't show and tell it to you, can't stop the bitter lime candies. As they scratch my veins, my valves, my center. I stare at the fields of taverns. I call them shit-eaters. I call them beauty queens. I call them rivers run. I love it and now I'm feeling it, smelling it. Not them silly, but you. I feel you, I love you, and I smell you. And thus I am. Fuck Ed. Yeah, I'm there for parts of it, not there for others, and it's something I wrote a long time ago, and it seems like a lot of people, I get a lot of attention for that one, and I'm not sure why, but anyways, it's in what I'm doing. I'm doing this, putting together all of these poems. I've kind of changed the way I'm going to do things from now on, and so I'm taking all the work that's been done before that and kind of just being done with it I felt like it was done then, and so I'm going to leave it the way it was, even though I don't, like that poem, I don't really like it. If I redid it today, I probably would take it out, but I liked it then. I'm going to respect what I said before. So I liked it for some reason. It's there. It's here. Whatever. Anyways, this is Matthew Catanzano. This is the Catanzano Fiction Podcast. That's all we've got for today. Sometime soon, I was talking to my friend Raj. I hope maybe he'll do some songs or something. Who knows? Maybe I shouldn't even mention his name. Maybe he'll change his name. Who knows? But he's really cool. I hope he's on here soon. And Dwayne might be back. He's been on here before. He's talked. He wants to come back. So, anyways, if anybody else wants to call me on my phone, 206-427-4109, or email me at mcatanzano88@gmail.com. And that's it. I'm Matthew Catanzano. This is the Catanzano Fiction Podcast. I hope you enjoyed it.